Where are you? What's your name? Where are you from?
Nakir, that's my name. I'm in Miami, and I'm from Venezuela.
Oh, nice. I was excited by the yo. Do you have a theory on your biotype? Because I already have one.
No, well, yes and no, but I
Mhm.
just want you to do the job.
Ponte a trabajar, güey.
Ajá, trabaja.
Okay. So can I see your hand like this? There you go. Interesting. Do you have a mirror that you can stand in front of, or can you put your phone somewhere so that we can
Yes,
see
I
you?
can. I do have a mirror.
Okay, how angry do you get?
You gotta piss me off really bad.
But it's not hard to piss you off.
Well, since I've been doing I've been listening to Shaman Durek and I've been following a lot of people when it comes to, spiritual things and probably anger management too. So I've been controlling that pretty well, yes. But when I get upset, I can smash things around.
Lorena is absolutely right, and that was my first read on you, and I knew it, and this is so interesting. Your biotype is hard to find, and it's also hard to be because you have a lot of passion and power inside of you.
I feel that, yes.
You're a
Yes.
phlegmatic firewater,
Okay.
and that's both beautiful and extremely dangerous. So let me
Okay.
explain. This is why you moved to the States too. Like the political situation must have helped, but it's way easier for someone like you to be surrounded by Americans than to be surrounded by Latinos. Because Latinos get
Yes.
offended extremely easily, and people are asking
Yes.
you all the time if you're angry, if you hate them, why you're being like that to them, and you're always guessing why they're offended for the next time because they're always offended at something. How am I doing?
Yeah. Even when Latinos tell American you need to learn Spanish, it's like
Yeah.
why? Why?
It's
No.
it's so it's so interesting. Like all the firewaters that I've known that are from like either European Latin countries like Spain, Italy, Portugal, and Latino countries in general in Latin America always end up moving to choleric countries. Always. Like I have a patient from Spain. I asked her permission to share this, but I have a patient from Spain, originally from Catalonia. She's a firewater just like you. She lives in Boston now. I have another Spanish woman who's a firewater. She lives in Germany now. And now I have a Venezuelan that moved to Miami, obviously, because only American cholerics can deal with a firewater without her feeling like she just destroyed another phlegmatic Latino.
Yeah, that's so true. And actually, I have married. I've been divorced twice. Don't
Of course you
judge.
have.
But but they were Americans that I feel like that I get along better with American. I mean, no
Do you want
offense
me to
to
tell you how
Latino.
those divorces went from finish to end? Because I know exactly how they happened.
You want to tell me?
Yeah. So they happened like this. You met probably a choleric man. They were probably impulsive, strong, and successful. That made you completely fall for them. And you were like, this is an actual man, not like the guys I saw in Venezuela. These are actual men. And then you fell for them. And you thought that they were amazing up until they had an opinion about you. And as soon as they had an opinion about you, your life, who you should be, and how you should do things in life. This is so funny. I was just talking about this in Clubhouse an hour ago. But as soon as they started having opinions on how you should dress, who you should go out with, what you should do, what you should do with your career, then you started fighting back. At the beginning, it wasn't really a problem because you're a firewater and they were obviously choleric. So usually what happened is you fought and then you had amazing sex and you forgot about the fight and it was beautiful for a while, a passionate relationship with a lot of fighting, a lot of battling, but also a lot of cuddling and amazing sex in the end. So that worked for a while until the aggression was way more painful that what the sex and the connection could create afterwards. And then it became dangerous and you realized that you were getting yourself in situations where something could happen to you or who you would become. And that's how you got a divorce, by playing the victim a little bit, but at the end also knowing that you're actually strong enough to go through that without it really hurting you. How am I doing?
150% correct.
I
Yes.
know.
Holy crap! I'm sorry. Holy shit.
Mierda. I know fire waters. I know how this works.
Okay, so okay, so my question to you is like, what is my best? Who is my best partner, basically? Because I feel
Um,
like, okay, I have no problem to stay by myself, but sometimes it's like I don't want to stay by myself.
you have no problem staying by yourself because you know how to navigate life and thrive and survive by being yourself, and because you have a bunch of people around you that love how powerful you seem to be and how fast you just bounce back and create whatever you want. And that acknowledgement is enough for a firewater to feel loved and acknowledged and seen by other people. And you could go through life like that for the rest of your life. But there's a small part of you that's yearning for that connection, and that's yearning for. Do you want me to just drop the bomb?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Let's do
There
it.
must be a little part of you that's a little bit tired of this. That's tired of always fighting alone and having no one really understand you, and having to bend your intellect and your emotions to accommodate other people and not offend them and not hurt them. And there must be a part of you dying to just rest and have someone else take over life a little bit. Because if not, it must feel like you're going to destroy yourself little by little, but by forgetting about the little girl that you once were when you still trusted people and allowed them to love you and protect you. How am I doing?
Wow.
Hmm. And then the problem with that is that thriving and being successful, creating money and having acknowledgement by others was good enough for a few, probably for a couple of decades, at least one of them, to feel like that was enough. That's all you needed. But there's this wisdom inside of you that's telling you that there's way more. The problem is that you don't know who to be in order to snap out of the way of being that you created in order to defend yourself. And then you are with people that you like or you even love, and you don't know how to stop fighting and just surrender to the relationship, because everything inside of you tells you that if you surrender in that way, they will destroy you and you will lose yourself. When in fact, that's the key to relationships, learning how to surrender and give yourself fully in that way. So it's about creating this connection with your emotions once again for the first time in a long time, and starting to value parts of you that are magical, mystical, and amazing, that you've overlooked and not paid attention to in a long time. Because yes, being masculine and powerful is amazing, but at the same time, if you don't have a soft place to fall at the end of the day, it's worth nothing.
Wow.
And I will love working with you
Holy shit.
because
Thank
you have
you.
a beautiful heart, and it's time to stop fighting. Life is not supposed to be a battle. You can put your gloves down now. We can teach you how to go through this. A lot of women have, little by little. It's about creating this connection with your emotions and learning how to surrender and allow someone else. And the little piece that I want to give you now is this: no one will ever love you the way you want them to love you. No one will ever be the way you want them to be. But years ago, you knew that and you actually enjoyed it. Years ago, you knew that entering a new relationship is meeting a new world, seeing life through their eyes and enjoying it and learning new stuff. But when you decided that's destabilizing who you are in your life, you stopped allowing it. But you probably felt more alive than ever before when you were able to just surrender and give yourself to relationships in that way. And that makes life exciting. It allows us to see the world in new ways. There's colors out there that you can't see until you see them through someone else's eyes.
Okay.
And you're ready for that. So send us a DM as soon as we
Okay.
finish this conversation, because I really want to start working with you. You deserve it. Life shouldn't be that hard.
Thank you. I do appreciate everything you just said. Thank you so
I'm
much.
I'm glad to hear that. Te quiero.
Mwah.